Hello everyone, I'm so happy that you were all joining me today on this video. I'm still wearing my pajamas, I just woke up, but I thought this was a good time to make a video such as this because I've learned a lot from my past mistakes, and these are just products that I will no longer be using in my skincare routine. I thought I would jot down a few. I feel like I might be forgetting some, so I might have to make a part 2. I just kind of was like brain dumping and I was like, okay, I want to inform the people of the interweb of these hazards and cautions that I've learned. I feel like my acne and my skin is definitely getting better, so I'm very happy about that. Yeah, with that being said, I just want to share my eight products that I wrote down that I just will no longer be incorporating in my skincare routine because I find them irritating and just too much. Okay, so I think the first few are going to be pretty obvious. I mean, I think we're all starting to realize that these are not working. I don't think any of these products would be good in anyone's skincare routine, but anyway, so the first one I will no longer be using drum roll, okay, face sheet masks. All face sheet masks are just serum sucked up into a material that is super wasteful. You just use it one time and then you just throw it away after. But really, the face sheet masks, like the nourishing ones with like the serum, all they do is just apply a serum to your face. So I'm just so confused why this is even a thing that exists. I've just always been so confused what the purpose of face sheet masks were. But then once I realized, started reading the ingredients on every single one that I was using, it kind of just got a bit repetitive, and I'm just like, these ingredients look like a serum that I already have in my drawer, and it's probably so much cheaper that way and so much more eco-friendly because you're not constantly opening up new packages and throwing them away. They just don't sit right with me anymore, and I just don't recommend them to anyone. I feel guilty when I use them. I think you should as well, as we are starting to head into a more eco-friendly, hoping a more environmental friendly world. So yeah, with that being said, sheet masks, they're just not doing it for me. Down, 2 thumbs down. And yeah, so that's the first thing. So the second thing, again, I feel like it's pretty self-explanatory. I feel like people again are using them less and less, which is a good thing. But second thing is makeup wipes. Okay, so makeup wipes, I never really used them. Honestly, even in high school, I don't think I remember the last time I used a makeup wipe. I may not be using them now, but I just want to include a list of things that I'm not using now personally because I really think that they do more harm than good in people's skincare routines. So if you are still using these things that I'm mentioning, this is just a red flag. This is a warning sign that you should probably move away from that. So anyway, makeup wipes, some of them have alcohol, some of them have fragrance, some of them have just weird menthol, just more irritating ingredients. So you have to really be careful. Again, the ingredients of anything you're buying, but especially if they're makeup wipes, I just would stay away from them as a whole. Even if they're catered to sensitive skin, they're still wasteful. They don't cleanse. Like, even if you're at a party and you don't have time to remove your face makeup, literally just like carry a makeup eraser, like a magic eraser. Those are actually way better because you're having like fresh warm water just drench your skin, and it just gets rid of makeup way better, and it's more eco-friendly. Carry it in your purse or your pocket, and they're probably gonna end up being way less bulky than a makeup wipe bag anyway. If I were to recommend a makeup wipe, if you're going to head out and you know that you're going to be out all night or won't have time to wipe off your makeup erasers, definitely do that. I will link those down below because again, we're heading into a more eco-friendly, environmental friendly world. So with that being said, makeup wipes, I don't think anyone should be using them. I'm sorry if you feel guilty if you still have them and you're still using them. I'm sorry to say that makeup wipes, they're just not acceptable. The effectiveness even of it, just because you see makeup come off on the wipe doesn't necessarily mean that all of your makeup is off, because I guarantee you're just probably rubbing it in even more, and there's still going to be so much particles left, and that promotes signs of aging and more acne. You just can't trust the ingredients in makeup wipes and how they perform. I have to really wash these, but I think these are time to go on the wash. But basically how I use makeup eraser, I use them a few times, but I only use like a specific corner every single time. So every single time I like wipe off my face, because this is my first cleanse and then I do a second cleanse, I always use like a different corner so every corner is clean. And that's just a lazy way if you don't want to use a fresh makeup eraser every single time, and that works perfectly fine for me, and that works way better than any makeup wipe will ever do. So yeah, I cannot stress that enough. get yourself makeup erasers, do that right now. Okay, so the third thing is coconut oil or avocado oil. These oils are way too heavy for the skin and they won't be able to breathe. The comedogenic scale, they're way high through the roof, especially avocado oil. The first time I used avocado oil, like I broke out literally the second day. I had 2 big pimples and I knew those right away from the avocado oil. So yeah, and then coconut oil isn't much better, so I wouldn't use those to remove makeup. I wouldn't use those anywhere on the face really to moisturize. I feel like they'd be okay on the hair or on your body, but when it comes to the face, your face is way too delicate for such thick oils like that. I feel like they would just block everything up, won't let it breathe. If you are into oil cleansing, I would recommend grapeseed oil. Grapeseed oil is the most gentlest, most thinnest, wateriest oil I've personally ever used. Or argan oil or jojoba oil, those ones I think are completely fine. But yeah, if you go any more thicker on the comedogenic scale, such as coconut oil, avocado oil, they're just not the best for your skin. And since they're so thick, I doubt they're gonna actually be penetrating and absorbing into your skin anyway. They're just gonna sit on top. So either way, even if you think there's good beneficial properties in those oils, they're probably most likely not gonna seep into your skin anyway because of how thick they are. So with that being said, no coconut oil, no avocado oil. Stick to the other oils I mentioned and you should be good as like a moisturizer or oil cleanse. Okay, so the fourth thing is benzoyl peroxide. So I will no longer be using benzoyl peroxide in my skincare routine. I used to use benzoyl peroxide so much in like middle school, high school. I feel like middle school, that's when you kind of realize salicylic acid, benzoyl peroxide. That's kind of like all people are talking about when there's clearly so many more. I feel like things are changing now, but back when I was in middle school, that's like literally the only 2 ingredients in skincare we knew of. And like Clean and Clear and Proactive, those were like the only things. And like Clear Cell, I guess, and like Noxzema. But benzoyl peroxide is just super damaging, especially when my skin was like super bad with acne. When I first got acne, the doctor prescribed me adapalene with benzoyl peroxide, and the adapalene I love, it's so amazing, but the benzoyl peroxide that was in it, he told me to put it all over my face, so I did, and literally my face would not stop burning. It was so red, it was so scaly, patchy, and yet my acne still wouldn't go away. And I've been using it consistently, just having consistent redness and irritation, and I was hoping that eventually my skin would get used to it and build a tolerance, even though I was using like just a little bit. So some people are more sensitive to it than others, but benzoyl peroxide either way does promote very sensitive skin, and that's fine and all, but I don't see any results with it. It doesn't help exfoliate. Like, it's not like a retinol or retinoid or anything like that, or lactic acid where it helps cell turnover. It just never done anything for me except irritate my skin and just make it more sensitive and honestly more prone to breakouts. It never really cured the problem to begin with. So I definitely do not recommend benzoyl peroxide. It's way too harsh. If you want a nice every single day ingredient to help your acne and skin turnover, salicylic acid is gentle enough. It's amazing. It's so effective, and it's derived from willow bark, so it's like a more natural route. Okay, number 5. So anything with alcohol, any ingredients that have alcohol. So there's good alcohols. The bad alcohols you want to stay away from is like SD alcohol or just pure alcohol. There's a lot of other alcohols that are not the greatest. Things like Cetearyl or benzyl alcohol, those are fine. Like, there's some alcohols that are actually good because they just act as natural thickeners that are derived from plants. So just be careful which alcohols you do read that are on the back of the label, because not all alcohols are bad, because some alcohols are actually moisturizing and really nice. But again, if it's just pure alcohol or like SD alcohol, whether it's in makeup or skincare, just you want to most likely stay away from it. I know some Asian skincare, they actually don't mind the alcohol if it's maybe towards the end of the ingredients list, because it actually helps not let the products like slip and slide around because of the weather that's so hot there. So in some cases, like maybe if it's towards the very end of the ingredients list, that may not be a problem. Again, you really want to be cautious of that stuff. Maybe do a patch test, but I would say for the most part, I would stay away from alcohol. I used to never check the ingredients if they had alcohol or not, and I didn't know that there are good alcohols and bad. Yeah, definitely do your own research. And yeah, I could kind of link some good alcohols and bad alcohols down below, so you could just have a quick read, do your own research after that, and yeah, no more alcohol in skincare. Okay, so the 6th thing is fragrance and essential oils. I'm not too turned off by essential oils, honestly. Like, essential oils never were a problem to me, but they might be a bit irritating for some people. Same with fragrance. Fragrance is something I definitely stay away from. It can definitely make your skin more sensitive over time. Whereas essential oils, I personally never had bad or negative experiences from that stuff, but I thought I would mention it here because some people, it just really like bothers them with the smell. But yeah, as time goes on, I'm trying to do the best I can to find products that don't have essential oils or fragrance. But again, it's not the end of the world if there are like a bit of essential oils in there. I think the essential oil thing is more of a preference, but fragrance for sure, I stay away from. Yeah, it's not my favorite thing in skincare. It most likely will promote a bit more sensitivity on the skin over time. So yeah, just make sure again you read your ingredients. Watch out for that stuff. Okay, and then the very last thing that I will not be using in my skincare routine anymore, and this might be a bit an unpopular opinion, but I personally will never use cheap face washes anymore. I didn't realize how important the pH levels on our skin were and our microbiome and the good bacteria on our skin, because ever since, again, as you all know, if you're watching my videos, I am seeing a naturopath right now, and we are just tackling my acne from the inside out, and I'm very deficient in probiotics. So now my skin's getting better ever since I started and killing the bad bugs in my gut. But you have to realize that not just on the inside there's good bugs, but there's also on your skin good bacteria. So if you buy a cheap cleaning clear or like just some sort of cheaper, or it could be expensive product that doesn't help with the pH on your skin, it just kind of wipes it out every single time you wash your face. That is not a good thing. I mentioned cheap face washes just because most likely all of them will be pretty harsh. Even if they do say gentle or for sensitive skin, just be super careful and make sure you again read the back. Make sure the ingredients are very gentle. I would prefer non-foamy. I prefer gel cleansers, things that are very non-abrasive. If you do go for a cheaper alternative, I could maybe make a video of like my favorite cleansers. I should do some research because I personally don't use drugstore cleansers anymore, because again, I see influencers, they're saying like, oh, you know, get the cheapest cleanser because they're only touching your face for like 5 seconds just to quickly clean it and you're good. But that actually can be counterproductive because those 5 seconds could be wiping out your whole microbiome and pH levels and good bacteria. So just because your face feels clean after doesn't necessarily mean it's healthy, because the dirt might be gone and bad bacteria, but also a bit of the good is of course going to leave. So that could lead to problems. So I would stick to a microbiome friendly cleanser. So I will link the one that I'm currently using down below. Okay, so this is the one I'm currently using. So it's a Nelly Vuyst. I don't know how to say the second word, but it's biomedical. So it's called BioAcne Cleansing Gel. I think they have a foaming one too, but that one is very gentle as well. I can link their line down below. Yeah, this is a bit pricey. I paid like almost $60 for this, but it lasts you a long time. You literally have like half a pump. I don't do a full pump, and it foams up like pretty nicely and gently. So you do feel that your skin is being cleansed, but after you wash your face, it doesn't feel dry. You can still move your face fine. It feels completely normal after. So that's kind of what you want in a cleanser. But yeah, cleansing, honestly, at the end of the day, I feel like that is the most important thing in skincare, because that just determines how well your pH will be. Even having like probiotics in cleansers, I think that would be a good idea. But yeah, it's a super good cleanser. I highly recommend it. And yeah, I'm no longer using cheap face washes. So, and it's weird considering that's like the only expensive product I actually buy, which is my face washes, which I never thought I'd be saying in a million years, because I always trusted like these other influencer people saying like, oh, don't worry, like just get cheap face washes, it's fine, you're not gonna be like washing your face for that long anyway. But no, it actually does matter. So yeah, those are the things I've learned over the years. Those are the things that I will no longer be using in my regular skincare routine. I hope you all enjoyed and found this somewhat informative. Please comment down below if you're still using any of these or no longer using any of these, or about to transition to a more like cleaner, gentler skincare routine. But yeah, with that being said, I hope you have a good day, good night, wherever you're watching this. Please subscribe if you want to see more of me. I post every Sunday, Tuesday, and Thursday. Hit that bell notification so you don't miss a video I post. All my social media links will be linked down below, as well as my second YouTube channel. Please subscribe to me. It would mean the world. And lots of virtual kisses and hugs. And I'll see you in the next video. Okay, peace.